Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee. Their Excellency, distinguished guests, inviting His Excellency Mai Mala Buni, Chairman, Extraordinary Convention Committee, and the Executive Governor of Yobe State, to step up for this welcome address. Let's give him place for a round of applause as he steps to perform this very, very important task. It's coming from a distance, so I'm requesting the DJ to give us some light music while we are waiting his arrival on the stage, please. DJ, some light music while he steps to the center. Please, if you don't have any business on the stage, may I request we all, if you don't have any business, please you shall step down. Thank you, please. Your Excellency, the Chairman of Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Committee is here with the Chairman of the Convention Committee, His Excellency Bakar Bello. Your Excellency, sir.
APC, APC. Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR. Your Excellency, the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, GCON. Your Excellency, the President of the Senate, Ahmed Ibrahim Lang. Your Excellency, Honorable Speaker, House of Representatives, Femi Bajabiamila. Your Excellencies, the Progressive Governors, our founding fathers, leaders and former national chairmen of APC, distinguished and honorable members of the National Assembly, members of the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, honorable ministers, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, members of the National Working Committee here present, chairmen and members of the convention subcommittees, state chairmen, party stakeholders, INEC officials, and other observers here present, distinguished delegates, distinguished party members, youth and women groups, the security agencies here present, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted with your esteemed presence at this epoch-making occasion in the life of our party, the All Progressives Congress, as we assemble here for the National Convention, climaxing the transition process which started with the conduct of ward, local government and state congresses. Today, we are going for the zonal national offices as well as the ratification of the amended constitution of Africa's largest political party, the APC. As you are aware, the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, which I am opportune to chair, is a child of circumstance constituted by the National Executive Committee to restructure and reposition the party. To the glory of God, and with your generous support, we collectively rescued the party and enriched its fortunes. I want to seize this unique opportunity to specially and gratefully appreciate our able and great leader, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, for his uncommon commitment and leadership style that has guided the committee to record some modest achievements for the party. I would also like to appreciate the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, GCON, the NEC, and members of the Progressive Governors Forum for their untiring support and cooperation to ensure that the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee succeeds in restating the party. Similarly, the committee enjoyed generous and tremendous support from the National Assembly caucus, other critical stakeholders, committed party men and women who believe in our mission and ability to deliver the mandate and move the party forward. Your Excellencies, distinguished personalities, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to quickly reflect on some of the modest achievements recorded by the party under the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, whose tenure is ending today. For us to appreciate how far we have gone in revamping and improving our beloved party, upon assumption of office, the committee embarked on a genuine and all-inclusive reconciliation process to give everyone a true sense of belonging, confidence, and reassurance in the collective ownership of the party. We first of all visited some critical stakeholders to engage them in resolving the disputes and other hanging disagreements in the party. While some of these visits were made public, others were done out of the public glare and without media publicity. Similarly, we visited some aggrieved chieftains who sincerely shared their ill feelings with the committee. We spoke to each other frankly, placing party interests above personal interests. I am glad to state that those frank discussions built a new hope in the hands of the aggrieved persons, such that those who earlier left the party returned back, while those contemplating to forsake the party never left. However, when we commenced the assignment, we realized that the problems on the ground had far outweighed our estimation of time required to resolve the huge problems bedeviling the party. This made the initial 6 months deadline grossly inadequate, unrealistic, and not practicable, and therefore the need for extension of more time. Happily, for every extension, we brought in additional values with positive developments into the party. Having reconciled substantial stakeholders, members, and groups, the committee commenced membership registration and revalidation exercise, being one of the mandates of the Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee to establish the party's numerical strength for proper planning and mobilization. The exercise provided our new members the opportunity to register as legitimate members of APC with equal rights, privileges, and opportunities, as well as to give back the ownership of the party to the members using the bottom-up approach. I am glad to state, with all sense of fulfillment, the membership registration and revalidation exercise recorded over 41 million members who registered with the details of their permanent voters' cards and passport-size photographs. This unprecedented increase in membership from the previous 11 million registered members to over 41 million registered members provides the party with an added advantage of winning elections in Nigeria with landslide victories. Mr. President, distinguished members, ladies and gentlemen, APC under the Caretaker Committee made history with an unparalleled record of high-powered defections into the party. 3 serving governors of Ebonyi State, His Excellency Engineer Dave Umahi of Cross River State, His Excellency Dr. Ben Ayade, and Zamfara State, Alhaji Bello Matawali defected along with millions of their supporters from PDP to the APC. I am glad to add that the fortunes of the party were further enriched with the defection of former speakers of the House of Representatives, former PDP national chairman, members of the Board of Trustees, several distinguished senators and honorable members of the House of Representatives and state assemblies, and several other heavyweights cutting across all the geopolitical zones of the country. Let me reassure those you whose defections are being challenged in the courts that you have nothing to fear. Your defections did not contravene any law. You will, by the grace of God, emerge successful and victorious in the superior courts at the end of these litigations. Your wise decision to join APC along with millions of your supporters shall never be in vain. I'm gratified to inform this gathering that the caretaker committee under my watch has finally and fully settled the balance of payment for the national headquarters. We have taken full ownership of the property. It is named after His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari GCFR. The National Secretariat will henceforth be known as, addressed as Buhari House. I am pleased to say that the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee conducted peaceful and successful congresses at the ward, local government and state levels and reviewed the party's constitution to clear ambiguities and to provide for the missing lines. The reviewed constitution is ready to be presented to you for ratification. To promote party governance, teamwork and inclusiveness, the Caretaker Committee introduced wide-scale consultations and engaged many stakeholders outside the committee as chairmen and members of various subcommittees on reconciliation, membership registration, congresses, and appeal committees, among others. In addition, the Caretaker Committee, in conjunction with the Presidency, introduced a tripartite consultation forum between the party, the National Assembly, APC caucus, and the executive arm of government to build a conducive and healthy working relationship for speedy execution of government policies and programs for the benefit of Nigerians. I am glad to say that this initiative, with support from the leadership and members of the National Assembly and the executive, has positively redirected the relationship between the three organs from that of mutual suspicion to that of trust, understanding, and teamwork. As a matter of deliberate policy, the party organized National Youth Summit, attracting youth from all the political wards across the country to mobilize the youth and to give them a sense of belonging and to enhance their commitment to the party. Similarly, women party faithful from across the country were assembled in Abuja and sensitized on active participation and generating support for the party. The party also took deliberate measures to give special recognition to people living with disabilities and now represented in every function of the party. This is in recognition of the great roles they play in the mobilization of the electorate and participation in election processes. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is pertinent to point out that we are conscious of the anxiety among our members for the conduct of the convention to elect substantive national leaders. We are also aware of the rising interest among individuals and groups, especially those with ambition to aspire in the 2023 general election. This anxiety has, however, translated into some internal wranglings and squabbles recently recorded in the party. Such internal disputes are both normal and common, especially in a growing democracy like ours. The beauty of such disagreement is the ability of resilience to resolve them and emerge out of them stronger. Once again, I wish to commend Mr. President for the excellent leadership exhibited in resolving the seeming contention with ease and without adverse effects on the party and the convention. As we elect the new national officials, I call on every member of the party to please support and cooperate with the leaders from ward to the national levels. We should please bury our differences and collectively work for the interest and success of our party. This is very necessary for us to approach the 2023 general election with a united front. We can only achieve much in unity, just like the broom, which is our party symbol. Our support to the new leadership will no doubt promote internal democracy and the emergence of popular, credible, and generally acceptable candidate to fly the party's flag in the 2023 election for the party to succeed. Let me once again express my profound gratitude and appreciation to His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, His Excellency the Vice President Professor Emilio Osinbajo, GCON, His Excellency President of the Senate Ahmed Ibrahim Lawan, the Honorable Speaker, House of Representatives Femi Bajabiamila, the founding fathers of the party, former national chairman, their excellencies, Chief BC Akande, Chief John Oyegun, Comrade Adams Oshomole, their excellencies, members of the Progressive Governors Forum, and the distinguished members of the National Assembly for the amazing support that I personally enjoy from you all. The teamwork, cooperation, and unity exhibited by my colleagues, members of the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee in the course of this assignment have been exceptionally marvelous. This has truly made us extraordinary. We are indeed a family. I sincerely appreciate you all. Let me also register our profound gratitude to all other stakeholders, our distinguished delegates, staffs of the National Secretariat, the youth, women groups, our supporters nationwide for the fantastic support you have extended to the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee. I am now more confident than ever before that with a population of over 41 million registered members and still counting, APC has the potential and capacity to remain Nigeria's ruling party and indeed Africa's largest political party. As stated earlier, the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee undertook a review of our party's constitution, published the amendments for 3 weeks as required by our constitution. It is now my singular honor to propose for the adoption of the constitution as prescribed. I also propose ratification of the decisions of the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee taken within the period of service as outlined in my speech. I so move.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I, Abubakar Sani Bello, Governor of Niger State, rise to second the 2 motions as proposed by His Excellency Maimala Buni, Governor of Yobe State, for adoption and ratification.
Any counter motion? So in the absence of any counter motion, the motion is hereby before you as seconded by His Excellency Governor Abu Bello of Niger State. Those who are in favor say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you very much.
No.